la vida real. Mira, esto está pasando ahorita mismo. Eso es Marte. Un año después, Marte.
Wow, the future looks good, doesn't it? But it's not just about cool rockets and high-tech gadgets, it's about people. And it is the greatest adventure of all time. Welcome to Explorers Wanted. Here, you can see what's happening today at NASA and get a feel for what it takes to have a career in space exploration. Plans are underway for humankind's next giant leap off the planet, and you are invited to be a part of it. There's a lot to be done, which means we don't have any time to waste. I better get you ready. But before you go on a journey, you need to know where you're going. Fortunately, NASA has already selected 4 possible destinations. First, there's the International Space Station. Did you know that humans have been continuously living and working aboard the ISS for more than 16 years? You will be making trips to and from this orbiting space laboratory for many years to come. Our next destination will be our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon. The last time we were there was in 1972, and there is still a lot that we can learn. You could travel to an asteroid. How amazing would that be? And then there's Mars. Our rovers are there right now, scoping things out. Which one of these do you think really lives up to NASA's mission of space exploration and discovery? Mars, you're right. You are going to Mars. Imagine standing on the red planet millions of miles away looking up at the tiny planet where you were born. But before you get to experience this moment, you need to answer 3 questions. Can you survive the long trip? How will you live on the surface of Mars, and can you safely make it back home to Earth? Sounds difficult, doesn't it? In fact, these are some of the most complex problems humankind has ever tackled. And as I can't do it alone, we need your help, you see. The journey to Mars is long and dangerous, so instead of sending you there in one giant leap, you'll be able to take a few smaller steps first. These other destinations will serve as proving grounds for solving some of the challenges you will face. For example, right now above our heads aboard the ISS, astronauts are conducting groundbreaking research that will help pave the way for your expedition. Plans are also in the works to redirect a nearby asteroid into an orbit around the Moon. You will use the asteroid to perfect the capabilities needed for the Mars mission. And as an added bonus, it may even reveal some clues about the formation of our solar system. Meanwhile, though, the Moon will be the perfect dress rehearsal for Mars. They've got a lot in common. Both have far less gravity than Earth, and both are freezing. Now that you know where you're going, we've got to figure out how to make it happen. And your launching point will be right here at the Kennedy Space Center. From out here, you can get a real sense of how fragile our tiny planet really is. Exploring Mars will help us better understand our home, our past, even our future. But to push beyond the boundaries of Earth, you also have to push beyond the boundaries of science and technology. Microgravity is punishing on the human body. Your bones will thin, your muscles will shrink, your immune system will weaken. We've got to figure out how to keep you healthy on the long journey. And as powerful as no rockets will be, you will not be able to take all the supplies you need. You have to learn to live off the land when you get there. So it's back to basics as you learn to grow food, create water, and build shelter. On Earth, we have abundant resources to sustain life, but on Mars, it's quite a different story. On Mars, you have to conserve and reuse everything. Seriously, everything. All of these things are being done to help get you to Mars. Human space exploration isn't just about pushing boundaries. It fulfills a deep need to understand our world, to explore the nature and meaning of human life. And we learn something new in the process every day. Let me show you some of the things that NASA has been working on over the past few years to make sure that our journey into space is indeed a safe one. I'll get a few of these slides up, and then I'll tell you about the things that have been going on here at the Kennedy Space Center since we retired the Space Shuttle program in 2011. Since then, NASA has been transferring low Earth orbit spaceflight to the private sector through a program called Commercial Resupply Services. Two companies, Orbital ATK and SpaceX, have been conducting resupply missions to the International Space Station, carrying food, supplies, and scientific equipment to keep the station running and the astronauts exploring. This program has been very successful, yet this is only the beginning. With NASA's Commercial Crew Program, SpaceX and Boeing are fine-tuning their new vehicles with the goal of achieving safe, reliable, and cost-effective access to and from the International Space Station and low Earth orbit. Think about it this way. 100 years ago, there were no airlines, and just a few decades later, millions of people travel by air. Some of you have flown into Orlando, possibly not thinking twice about that. Well, in the future, our dream of space travel will become a reality for more people than ever before. And in the next couple of decades, commercial space transportation is going to change the world in ways we haven't seen since the dawn of aviation over a century ago. One thing is for sure though, we are going to need creative thinkers, problem solvers like you to help us on our journey into space. So let me ask, have you ever wondered what it would be like to work at NASA? Whether you're flying the mission or supporting it from the ground, it takes a special person to embrace and deal with these challenges and risks. Someone like you.
We don't know what the universe is made of. We don't know where the limits of the universe are. We don't know what dark matter is. We don't know.
Is it all figured out? No, it's not all figured out. It's never all figured out.
That's why it's so exciting.
There's so much, and we know so little about it.
Why should we explore space when we have so many problems here on Earth?
People ask me this question all the time.
We don't take a rocket filled with dollars and blast it into outer space. Every dollar we spend is spent here on Earth. And that makes for a better economy.
It makes life better right here on Earth.
Amazing things have happened because of our space exploration. Cell phones,
Solar panels.
Environmental monitoring.
artificial limbs,
Communications,
pharmaceuticals, computer technology.
Solutions to problems here on Earth.
Just imagine what else will come.
so many more inventions and discoveries that we will use in our daily lives.
You only learn by really going out there and pushing the boundaries.
We don't know what's going to happen in the future.
What happened to Mars?
Mars once had an environment similar to it.
It has a Grand Canyon, the equivalent of Los Angeles to New York. So there was plenty of water on Mars in the past.
Where did it go? What happened?
How did Mars become a wasteland?
Could it happen here on Earth?
How can we as a species survive?
Could you bring Mars back to life?
We could learn by going off the planet and potentially bring those lessons back.
We learn more about what our eventual future may be.
What if an asteroid is coming towards Earth?
It could wipe out civilization as we know it.
What if we haven't developed a way to stop it? We'd have to sit back and watch it happen.
That would be a disaster. As a people, we would have failed.
We could sit here and do nothing. But did the cavemen sit in this cave and do nothing? Or did the cavemen look out at the hill and say, I wonder what's over that hill?
When you're part of a NASA team, you have to develop new technologies and solve problems that no one else has ever solved.
You need to figure out how to get hundreds of thousands of pounds of equipment to space.
How long can humans survive on the surface before ill effects?
We don't know right now how to keep food preserved long enough for the trip. So we'll need people to solve that problem.
This is going to be hard, harder than anything anyone has ever done.
Right now, I have no idea how we're going to do that, but we will.
And while you're doing all this, you might answer questions like, is there life out there?
Are we alone?
Are we alone?
Are we alone?
The greatest discoveries are yet to come.
But if you want to be involved in something big, I mean something really big, where you can say you were part of the next step of human evolution. That's what exploring space is all about.
You can stay in the cave if you want to, but you can take a risk and you can walk over the hill and who knows what you'll find.
Indeed. Look around. The first person to live on Mars just might be in this room here today. Today's young people are the heart and soul of the future NASA. You're the ones that will take us to that next frontier and beyond. You are tomorrow's explorers.
All stations verified. Ready to resume count and go for launch. LVTC.
Launch vehicles go.
STC.
Spacecraft is go.
GSTC.
Ground systems are go.
LPS.
LPS is go.
Flight.
Flights go.
SMA.
Mission assurance is go. LPE.
LP is go.
RTD.
Recovery forces are go.
RSO.
RSO's go. Get ready for launch.
TDR.
TDR's go.
GLS.
We're go.
CDR.
Flight crew is go.
Attention all stations.
This is the launch director. We are go for launch.
Minus 15. Launch.